Lakia.
Okay, so I'm like shaking, right? Because okay. So I'm trying to hold on because my eyes was tearing up and everything. So from the time you started talking about how, like, the messages can be sent to you in different ways and things of that nature, it's just everything is like is overwhelming me right now because leading up to this podcast in particular today, I was like really anxious and I couldn't really pinpoint it. And all I did was listen to gospel music leading up to this today. And I didn't really understand why, but it was soothing me. And then to come on here, I feel like this is my church, right? And then everything you guys are saying, because I didn't grow up with any religion at all. I didn't have guidance. I didn't have any of that, right? I'm getting real emotional. I'm trying to I'm sorry.
Take all the time you need, sis. We here
But
for you.
it's just crazy because when I met Phil, we were not really like close or anything. We worked at the same place. And just like Facebook friends. And then I started seeing Jazz posts and things like that. And I'm not going to get too long with it, but I was like, it was drawn to me. I felt like I was drawn to it, right? And the signs and everything that you guys are mentioning, I went to church for a little bit and I had that in my head. I'm like, we can't go. We need dresses. We need this. We need that. Like they were looking at us, even though it's like a beautiful family, it's more of a judgmental type of look. And I'm like, well, I'm not really comfortable. I feel so uncomfortable, even though I felt like I had a good experience listening, I still felt uncomfortable. And then it's like being lost in a world of you see technology, you see what people are saying about God on the internet and everything else, and you try and formulate what it really means, and you don't really have any idea. So I leaned hard and started trying to find guidance on my own. But to be here in this moment right now with you guys and listening is striking every nerve right now. It's like mind blowing. Like it's just I was just like taking deep breaths. I'm like, whoo, oh my goodness. Like, but I feel calm, but I'm just like breaking down, but in a good way, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Shout out to my boy Legit for stepping in here, man. He always coming with the strong comments. He said the courage and strength of spirit in this panel is palpable. I don't even know what palpable means, bro, but I think it's a good word. So.
It means you could feel it. It means you could feel it.
I appreciate the more intelligent brethren in the Church of Heathens that are tuning in to help us grow in our vocabulary. So thank you, brother Legit. But no, for real, man, all jokes aside, I love what you said, Lakia, because we bring an element of humor to this platform for a reason. We want people to feel like they can let their guard down and be themselves. We don't want the typical religious experience, but make no mistake, this is God ordained. This is led by the Holy Spirit. This is what's on his heart. He orchestrated this. And anybody who thinks different, they're not in tune with the frequency, like Grizzy said. So you're right, Lakia, and what you said is exactly what this was designed to do, and it's only going to grow bigger because we've been hearing prophetic words for years that God is stepping outside of the churches, and he's going to do it a new way, just like Deontay said. And the people who have depended on what it is that they're doing in the four walls to make their names great are offended by it. But guess what? God doesn't care about anybody's ego or feelings. What he cares about is that the lost sheep out here, the prodigal sons who have made up their mind that they never stepping in a building again, are going to be redeemed. That's all he cares about. And it doesn't matter what the method is. It could be on YouTube. It could be on Twitter. It could be on the streets. May I dare to say it could be in the strip club, because I've seen it and I've done it. And Grizzy can speak to that testament. Can nobody tell me what God can't do?